You are causing too much damage. Yes, you. Oh, not me. Hello lovely people, it's your girl Obaa. If you're new to my channel, I say welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for tuning back in. In today's video, I want to talk about reasons why your hair isn't growing. Yes, and I have 5 of them. 5 reasons that I think are very important, crucial, and might be the reason why your hair isn't growing. Of course, there are other reasons out there, but these ones that I am about to talk about are the 5 reasons I believe most people aren't able to grow their hair to the length that they desire. Okay? So if you are interested in knowing or learning what these reasons are, then stay tuned. But before we dive right into it, hit the subscribe button. It's free. It's free. It's free. It's free. Okay. And also check me out on Instagram. Oh, and most importantly, I have a disclaimer, okay? Disclaimer here. Okay, now let's get straight to it. You don't fully understand your hair. You haven't learned your hair, you haven't mastered your hair. What do I mean? In a couple of my videos, I believe I have mentioned that the most important thing for you to know is knowing your hair, understanding your hair, knowing why it does what it does. You have to know your hair's density, its porosity, and its width. These things are very, very crucial to growing your hair, because if you know that your hair is fine, then you have to avoid certain things that will cause your hair to break, because fine hair breaks easily compared to if you have thicker strands. Okay, so, and also you would also know what kind of products to use depending on your porosity, because high porosity requires different products versus having low porosity, and these are the extreme ends. So if you're using the wrong kind of products for your hair, it might inhibit your hair growth, or you won't be able to moisturize your hair properly, and therefore your hair will lack moisture, and then it will break, and then you can't grow your hair to the length. How many times did I say and then? Anyways, moving on. What is also important to know is that color. Once you color your hair, the level of maintenance goes from here to, if the level was here, it goes, I hope I'm still in the frame, goes here, okay? From here to here. That means you have to do more things when you color hair, because color is also, it's a chemical. It's just as bad as having a relaxer. Okay, it's not just as bad as having a relaxer, let me not exaggerate, but it's a chemical, and that chemical breaks the natural protein bond in your hair, and it leaves your hair weaker than before, drier than before. That means you have to do more things to replenish your hair. You have to do more moisturizing treatments and more protein treatments to strengthen your hair, to avoid breakage. And that is also where people encounter breakage, because once they cut their hair, they're still doing the same things. You know, they don't change their regimen, they don't adjust their regimen to the new development in their hair. Okay, you are causing too much damage. Yes, you. Oh, not me. Wait, what I mean is, the hair on your head is yours. You carry your hair 24/7. Therefore, the things that you are doing are negatively impacting your hair. There's something that you are doing that is causing your hair not to grow. You have to sit down, reflect, and assess yourself to see what you are doing that is causing your hair not to grow. Do you do things that protect your hair, or are you actually doing the opposite? You have to assess yourself, see the things, and really observe the things that you do. Are you actually patient when handling your hair, or do you just quickly do your hair because you feel like you have to do your hair? All these things cause damage, because if you are impatient whilst doing your hair, you cause a lot of damage because you're just ripping through. You just want to get through it, like you're fed up, or you're tired of doing your hair, or you just want to get it over with, and then you're rushing through it, causing unnecessary breakage. Causing unnecessary breakage. And sometimes it's difficult to realize the mistakes that you are doing if you are not cautious about it, and someone has to actually tell you or draw your attention to it that, sis, bro, this is what you're doing, and that's why your hair isn't growing, and I'm here to help you to understand that this is what you're doing that might be causing you not to be able to grow your hair. You don't moisturize your hair enough, or you don't cover your hair with certain scarf, or you don't sleep on a certain pillowcase. All these things play a major role in retaining length, okay? And like I said, the first thing that I said is the pillar, is the foundation. Once you know that, then comes these things after, because even if you're doing these things and you still don't know your hair, the type of hair you have, the density and all these things, then it will still not make sense, okay? So the foundation is the first one. Then comes do you actually learn from the mistakes that you make? This is a big one, because if you've done something in the past that is causing your hair to break, have you stopped doing those things, or do you still do the same things? This is where some people also encounter a lot of breakage, because they don't learn from their past mistakes, or they are still stuck in the same ways because they're not ready to change. This is the same thing they've been doing for years, the same thing you've been doing, and still your hair isn't growing. That means you have to do something different. You have to change what you're doing in order to see different results. You know, what did someone say? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So let us sink in. So guys, if you've been natural for 5 years and your hair is this short, then I think there's something wrong somewhere, okay? That means you have to really assess yourself, go over your regimen, go over the things you do, and you have to change something somewhere. Excuse me, you have to change something somewhere to get the results that you're looking for, because you cannot move forward if you're doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Another big mistake is to follow someone's regimen and to expect that person's regimen to work on your hair. You are two different individuals. The texture of the person may look similar to yours. You people might have similar things, but it doesn't mean that you have the exact same hair on your head. That is impossible. There are no two people with the same set of hair composition. Nobody has the same type of hair. Like that's just like we are all different people. There is no second Obaa Yaa anywhere. That's just me. That's the same applies to my hair. Nobody carries the same composition of hair on their head. So you cannot use someone's regimen and expect. You might be using someone's regimen and it's working for you, but you should not expect it all the time. For some people it might work, and for some others it might not work. And for those of you that it's not working, it's because it's not meant for you. You have to learn. How do I say this? You have to come up with your own regimen. You have to try out things, and if it's not working for you, you move on, or you just pick and choose from people and add it, and then you have your own regimen. That's what I did over the years. That's what I had to learn. Of course, in the beginning, you start by looking and following someone, but the point is not to just imitate their regimen, but to learn their techniques. maybe the way they comb their hair, or the way the tips that they give, okay? But not to just 100% copy and paste. It might not work for you, okay? So that's essentially what I'm trying to say. Don't follow someone's regimen, build your own. And the last thing I have to say is over manipulation. I think this is like also a big one. Everything is a big one, but it's really a huge thing. Leave your hair alone. I know there are people out there who don't believe in protective styling, and they say they have been able to grow their hair without having to protective style. But I strongly believe that if you really wanna see your hair grow, if you really wanna grow your hair to a certain length, trust me, protective styling is the way to go. Protective styling is just like 100% guarantee. It's let me not say something. Let's just say protective styling is really a foolproof of growing your hair. But don't mistake protective styling with neglecting your hair, okay? Because the one and the other are not the same, but you can easily slide into neglecting your hair when it's in a protective style. And then the whole point of growing your hair, it doesn't work, because you're just neglecting your hair, and your hair won't thrive because you're not moisturizing and yada yada. So with all that I've said, I'm saying that protect your hair, but moisturize your hair, treat your hair, still pay attention to your hair, but at times just let your hair be. Don't be putting your hands in it all the time. Don't be manipulating. Don't be changing styles every week. Maybe 1 month, just let your hair be in a certain style like this. I've had my twist in for 2 weeks, going on 2 weeks now, and I'll leave it in for another 2 weeks, and then I'll retwist it again, because like I said in my other video, I am going back to protective styling, because I still want to grow my hair. I still want my hair to grow in. Yeah, that's what has worked for me, and I believe that would also work for you. Guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and like I said in my disclaimer, please don't take offense by the things that I've said. I'm not trying to bash or to mock or to laugh at you or to make fun of you. No. I'm really trying to help you out. I'm trying to give you the tips that I think might be the reason why your hair isn't growing, okay? Because I have had so many people ask me personally, people I know, people who I meet in the streets, they ask me, what do you do? How is your hair so long? What have you done? I've been natural for so amount of time and my hair isn't growing. What is it I'm doing wrong? And this is why I'm doing this video, because I know there are other people out there here who are having the same issues, who have encountered the same issues, and they're not able to grow their hair, and that is why, or to retain the length that they have, and that is why I'm doing this video, okay? So please please bear with me. It's all jokes here. I'm not trying to offend anyone, okay? On that note, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and to hit the Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to hit the notification bell so that you know when I upload my new video. And also, check me out on my social media, Instagram, here. Okay? It's your girl, Obaa Yaa. Bye-bye. How bad is a day? Oh.